And we're live. Welcome to the OUYACast, episode 41, recorded on Sunday, December 14th, 2014, your weekly source for the latest news and games and hacks for OUYAns everywhere. I'm Brandon from OUYACentral.tv.
And I'm Steve from OUYABrew.com. Thank you for joining us for our 41st episode of the OUYAcast. Yes, in case you are wondering, we do have the longest running podcast based on the Ouya console. Actually, we might have the only one. I'm not really sure.
The one and the only.
I think we mentioned it a long time ago. There was a group of guys. I think they were just kids actually, but they were trying to do an Ouya podcast, like when the Ouya first came out, and they maybe got like 1 or 2 episodes in, and then I never really saw it again. So, hey, that's all right. It's an honor that I enjoy having, which is a podcast based solely on the Ouya. I'm sure a lot of other gaming podcasts probably have mentioned the Ouya, though. I'd be interested to see a couple of those episodes if I can find any.
Yeah, anyway, I've seen a few. Well, I mean, I've seen a few posts about them. The hashtag Ouya in there, so especially when Ouya comes out with a update and a hack for the Ouya, which when they announced Android TV, hackers were already working on trying to get that on the Ouya, which I guess it's part of the Android TV thing, but someone's got Android Lollipop 5.0 running on the Ouya, and everything seems to be working fine. So the development for that is, I guess, being worked on. So that's, I think, a good thing.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see how it runs.
I definitely want to try it. Right. Oh, I definitely want to try it out myself.
You said about the Android TV. I also noticed that there was a hack or a port over rather. I think it's on the XDA developer website where they did get Android TV working on Ouya. I didn't post about it because they basically said, yeah, it works, but it's kind of like choppy and the video is not all that great. So, with XBMC being so awesome on Ouya, I just said to myself, well, yeah, it's kind of cool, and maybe someday I'll post about it. But if it's still kind of choppy and not really a good port over for people, then why even throw that in the ringer or in the ring, because XBMC does everything so well on the Ouya that you really don't need to worry about Android TV, in my opinion.
Right. But I mean, it's an option for some people. Some people want it, some people don't. I mean, that's the one thing about the Ouya is it's very customizable, where we got developers trying to create like an alternative launcher, or you can use the XBMC. There's tons of different launchers that you can try, and different marketplaces you can add on the Ouya.
Yeah, was that Eldon that was the one who posted the XBMC launcher where he was showing like that cool like wood panel background?
Yeah, that's him. I think he has like I guess an add-on or something where you can actually, I guess, download it. I want to try it too. There's so much to try on the Ouya, but I guess there's a script that downloads like some apps or something that show like the Ouya marketplace, the Ouya Discover Store, so you can click on that and still have access to the Discover Store and download games and apps. So and I think he's also working on a launcher too.
That's what I really want to see is like a really good solid Ouya launcher. Don't get me wrong, I think with especially this latest update, they've done a lot to help out in the launcher department from the official Ouya stock. But I always think that there's just so much more stuff that I would like to have the ability to do inside of my launcher. The Play Store, for example, I think it's really cool, but what I don't like about it is that you have to scroll all the way over to see what the latest or the last played game was. I kind of like that tile view where everything's on like a grid where you can see everything kind of like at a glance, and you don't have to scroll a whole bunch just to kind of see what you have back there.
Right.
I mean, and that's just that's one personal preference. It doesn't have to be everybody's thing. And I understand with a stock launcher, they kind of have to keep it to a certain standard because it's going to go out to everybody. But be that as it may, like I said, I like having the ability to customize it the way I want. Like we've always talked about, custom wallpapers. That's another great feature that I really wish that they would just put into the stock launcher. I don't know why that's a taboo thing for them, but
Right.
so yeah, if he can come out with his own custom launcher and it works really good, I'm all down for it.
Right. Yep. Let's see. Let's see what Ouya sales we have this week. I don't think I've really seen that many. There's not really that many. There's just the ones from last week. And the only other thing is a new bundle from Tripwire Interactive. You can get the ball and Killing Floor Calamity for $15.99. You'll be saving $9. It's normally price on them is like $24.99. So you save $9 buying the bundle. So that's that. Ouya has a Ouya Winter Games. They have some games that have been updated recently for the holiday season, and some new game here. Santa Special Delivery. Did you see that trailer yet?
I did not.
What do you think that little picture is right there with the little Christmas lights on it is?
I'm looking at well, actually, hold on a second, because I was looking at the YouTube video. Is that a piece of poo?
Yes, it is. So you are actually Santa Claus delivering special deliveries
Christmas poo.
down people's chimneys. I saw this and it was hilarious. I think I might be picking this game up just to try it out.
Oh, how could you not, man? I mean,
Yeah, I mean Santa Claus is delivering some stuff right there.
wow.
What I saw? Where is it? I'm trying to see where it says. Yeah, too extreme for Apple and too offensive for kids. Too hardcore for your face. Yeah, that game
Gotta
right
get
there.
these guys on the show.
Yes, we do.
I wonder if that's an Ouya exclusive or if that's I guess it's probably on the Google Play Store because if it's too much for Apple, that means they probably got it onto Google Play.
Right.
Let's do a little research on that.
Yes, yeah,
Santa.
Yes, we do.
Ooh.
Gotta be muted.
I can't spell.
Yeah. So and then also new release. Where's My Eggs has an update for the Christmas holiday, and also Tozil, our good buddy here. I think his sister is the one that helped him with the pixel artwork, which I've seen pictures on YouTube. I haven't seen it in person, so right now I'm gonna download it so I can see it for myself.
Yeah, that's
For all the
that's
live listeners or viewers.
it looks really good. The artwork, for the Christmas update, it looks really nice.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
And there's some recent kickstarted Ouya games from free the funds. We got Dex has early access for $14.99, and I think since I'm downloading, it's slowing everything down. And also Master of the Seven T's is another Ouya free the games that's recently released that has a free demo that's in beta. So go ahead and check that out while you can before they take away the free demo. Like Towerfall and others.
Yes.
We won't mention
Speaking of Towerfall, since you brought it up, I was gonna be good and not say anything on the show, but I have to say it. So, if you went over to Ouya Brew recently, I think it's my now third post on the front page. You'll see that according to the creator of Towerfall, he says he's not doing any more updates for Ouya because it's the hardest system to update. Which uh, I've just got so many opinions about how Towerfall has treated the Ouya because, and granted, Towerfall could have very well gone on to Steam or something like that from the beginning, never even been on the Ouya, and they could have had just as much, if not more, success. But since we don't know that, what we do know is that they started on the Ouya, and they gained a lot of popularity on the Ouya, which propelled them into other things like the Steam store and things like that, where they became even more successful. But essentially, yeah, so now he's just completely turning his back on Ouya. I'm not updating it anymore on Ouya. I don't have any more plans to. And it just, especially with like the whole Towerfall Ascension thing where he just, kind of shunned Ouya for a little bit on that. And I'm sure that his relationship with the folks over at Ouya is probably a lot better than I think it is. But from a consumer perspective, I just think that is so wrong what he's doing. And you know what? Correct me, put me in my place if somebody knows more information about it than I do. But I just feel like he kind of turned his back on the people that gave him a shot to succeed, and it's kind of a little offensive to me right now based off of what I know. But that's just my opinion.
Right.
As I often have to, it seems like every time that we talk about something, I always have to finish with that's just my opinion because I'm very opinionated about things, and I'm also easily swayed with my opinions. So if you have if you have more information that can change my opinion back, please let me know because I don't want to be I don't want to be saying bad stuff when there's more information that I'm not aware of. That's all.
Yeah, if you have
Rant over.
If you have your opinion, just put it down in the comments below.
Yeah, please do. You're like, I got an opinion that Steve's a jerk, and he probably smells bad. That's my opinion.
So here we go. We're gonna try out Tozil's Weird Pong Christmas update.
All right.
So it looks like you gotta go to the theme menu. There we go. And there's normal, Halloween, and Christmas.
That's kind of neat that he gives you the option to turn on and off themes rather than just update it for that. Is it not letting you go to Christmas?
No, it's not. So do I have to wait till Christmas to do it? Tozio, let us know.
What up, dude?
What's going on?
That's pretty messed up, dude. Here's a carrot in front of your face. You like that? You like that? Too bad. You don't get it. Not cool.
Oh, yeah. Probably can't. It probably won't have release until, or we won't be able to access it. Wait.
Wait a minute.
I can trick it.
Yeah, from episode 40. We all know it.
Let me see if actually I might be already in the future because I didn't change it back unless it automatically updates when I don't know. We'll find out right now. Let's see. I go to settings, systems, advanced. Let's see. It is so it did reset itself.
Oh.
Even my time.
Here we go.
Off. So let's go like this. Let's make. But it's October. It's not October.
Okay. Steve, this is what you get for messing with the space-time continuum.
All right, let's make it January 20th, 2015. So if this works, you heard it here first. We we hacked Weird Pong.
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's see.
Oh.
All right, then we go to themes, and we cannot go to Christmas still.
So it must be an update release later on down the road.
But I thought it had updated recently. It's
You see,
under
he just caught
under
on to your
new.
shenanigans. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, he's not in the recent updates. That's why. I guess it's an update that is coming in the future, maybe on Christmas Day. But anyways, we tried. There's a
Hey,
new game that's been
that's
recently updated.
that's how you learn, man. You try. That's all you can
With the,
be expected to do.
yeah. So here we go. This one's got a new Christmas theme to it. Um, what does it have? This December, enjoy the Christmas update with many new contents, the snow setting, and special gifts with lots of coins and emeralds to collect in the game. So there's
Cool.
that. You know this game. I don't even know how to say that name, but I think there's a guy on YouTube that like does like raps in Arabic or something. uh, this guy right here is an actual dude.
Hmm. He looks like a Nintendo avatar.
Wait, no, see, okay, yeah, he's the most crazy rapper from YouTube. Okay, it is him. I guess he's from Brazil. I was thinking he was Arabic or something. No offense, but that's just my opinion.
You racist. Yeah, he's from like Mexico or Arabic or I don't know Brazil, yeah, somewhere I don't know, man. Maybe China.
Oh man, I'm gonna get some hate about that. But anyways, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I
Um,
I tell you what.
Also, our good buddies.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say our good buddies over in Brazil. Good segue. The developers of Race for Your Life recently posted to me that they're coming out with an update soon. So wait for that. I hope the update fixes the bug that I'm having. Like every time I uninstall the game and reinstall it, it what is it? It just I can't. It doesn't resume my my username. I had to put my own name in there to see because every time it always I don't know what the problem is.
Hmm.
So I'm number 42 like that like I'm in 42nd place 42.
42.
Um and also I think I actually might have some other users name down here that I don't even remember.
Tozil at like number one. He's on there all the time.
I was in first. Mangler took my spot. There's Ouya Brew number 10. Wait, I can't even scroll up to see who's in first.
Huh. Guess that needs to be fixed as well.
And see, look, then there's Tozil New.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think yeah, it needs to be updated. But I'm glad that they announced that there is an update for that, and hopefully the update fixes everything, and they can wipe the ranking leaderboards up, and maybe I can get back in first.
Well, it's all about I mean, that's the thing about the leaderboard is you have to play online, and I've tried several times sitting there waiting to play online, and nobody's come up and joined me with the exception of
Well, I think
just
yeah. When we talked to them that week that you were off, they also mentioned that they were going to try to use like a lobby that you can get other people in, or and also race against AI. So that would be cool to see what update is coming soon. What part of the update is coming soon?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Oh,
it sounds like I have a challenger.
I'll try. I was racing Taze the other day when you and Eldon were supposed to be online, and neither one of you were.
No, I was invited, and it's supposed to be at 7:30 in the morning, 8:30. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. I actually was supposed to be at work that day too, but I took that day off because I was going to a concert that afternoon, so put some PTO
Oh,
in, got that.
hopefully your boss doesn't listen to this podcast.
Hey, it's PTO. I can do what I want. I could have been blacked out. It doesn't matter. That's my day.
All right.
Oh no, starting your engine. So I think we're gonna have to pass on that. Exit game. All right. Well,
Oh, you don't want to? Okay.
yeah, I would try to, but it wouldn't let me load. It just kept saying start your engines.
Oh, yeah. Trying to use all this bandwidth is slowing the OUYACast down. But a little quick
I,
note on that game, you can also they have the app on your iOS device, and you can play against people on your Ouya also. Well, on Ouya and on iOS. And I think it's gonna be coming to or it might be already be on Android on the Google Play. But that's
that
cool.
would be awesome having cross-platform because then it's a wider selection of people to play with and
Right.
use a leaderboard with.
Right. And yeah, exactly. On that OUYAcast that we had them on, they Otto was playing on his iPhone, so that was cool. But I can't think of anything else to talk about today.
Oh, I got plenty to talk about.
What
Allow
else? Yeah. Oh
allow
yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah. You had a story.
I actually do have a story. It's not related to the Ouya, but I have to tell it just because it's one of those stories that I'm like, oh man, this just couldn't have happened at a worse time. So I was my wife for Christmas, I bought her the iPhone 5 because she had like a old Metro PCS phone.
Wait. You said iPhone 5.
Yeah.
What about the 6 Plus?
What about that extra $300 they want for it?
Well,
You kick that in, I'll go upgrade. Thing's expensive as it is.
yeah, that's true.
So so I get her this, and like that's like her big Christmas present because it's so expensive. I mean, like I bought it outright, so it cost a lot of money,
All right.
and so I'm like, okay, well, whatever, I'll have it under the tree for her, and come Christmas, she'll be pretty excited. And then like, oh, it was like 2 or 3 days ago, and she comes out of I think she's like in the bathroom or something, and she dropped her phone, and like the touch screen stopped working. Like everything else worked, but the touch screen stopped working. I tried everything I could to get this stupid thing back up and running, thinking to myself, okay, this has got to work. There's no way that this is happening. But no, it would not come back up. I mean, it came up, you just couldn't do anything with it. And so she's like, oh well, I'll just have to bite the bullet and go pay for like a cheap phone from Metro, like an $80, $100 phone or something, and just buy a cheap phone. And I was just like, oh, I can't, I can't let you do that. I'm sorry. Like, I just can't let you do that. And so I had to give it to her early, but she's still really happy with it. So at least there's that. But yeah, I was like, man, you could have just held on to that for, because she had it for like 2 years, she's had it for a long time.
All right.
And oh, it just couldn't have been worse timing. It really couldn't have. But yeah, she likes it.
Yeah.
A little bit of a system shock because she's not used to using Apple products, but hey.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Apple's a user friendly, so you should get a hang of it quickly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had a friend of mine. He really he wanted to get his wife one too, and we went to the Apple store, or no, we went to AT&T store, and he went and got it for her. But he like upgraded her line, so then her phone wasn't her current phone got disconnected because it got activated on a new phone, so he
Oh
had to get
no.
it to her early too.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, well, that was even worse, and we will get back to the Ouya news here in just a second. But what was even worse about that is I was trying to be, slick like that too. And what I did was I wanted her to be on T-Mobile because they're, like they don't have contracts and you can just, go sign up, get a SIM card and do all that. So I went into the store. I get a SIM card, put it in the phone so that she doesn't have to do all that when she gets it. We could just call in and activate. So when
Right.
I get it to her, and I get it to her, and I call T-Mobile, and they're like, "Oh no, a week ago, which is about when I purchased the SIM card, a week ago we changed our policy. Now you have to go into a store." So then we go into the store, and they're like, "Well, if you're activating a new line, you have to buy a SIM card." I'm like, "Yeah, but I bought a SIM card. This is brand new. There's nothing on it." They're like, "Yeah, you have to buy a new one." And it's like, I'm like, "Oh
Wow.
my god." But the guy who sold it to us actually paid for it out of his own pocket because he didn't think it was very fair either, and that was just like super nice of him. So
Wow.
kudos to him for being such a good
That's
customer service
that's customer
representative.
service right there.
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
who knows? Maybe he gets like a commission or something. Fine, he activates.
Right. But
He's like, yeah, well, the it'll come back around to me.
yeah.
So there's actually in our show notes here two things that you should probably discuss. But before you do, I'm going to take this moment to remind everybody of something I said in episode 40, which is that I tend to give more as the Christmas season is upon us now. Christmas is precisely 11 days away, which incidentally brings up another point before I even get to my first point. We will probably be doing the OUYACast on Monday the 21st, and we will probably not be doing it on the 28th because that's when, that's when all the family's going to be in town and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
I'll let you guys all know for sure, but I would guess, Brandon, does that sound about right to you?
Yeah. No OUYACast on the 28th and maybe the 4th.
Yeah, maybe
We go.
because
We'll play the 4th by ear.
it's like one of those long weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anywho, so my first point was that I tend to get very giving as it gets closer to Christmas, and you could definitely tell this by the copious amounts of presents underneath my Christmas tree. I mean, it's not even close to the time when everybody comes with their own presents and dumps them in the pile, and we have like a mountain of presents. So I like to buy people Christmas presents and give away stuff because it makes me happy. So having said that, I would like to give our listeners a $5 Ouya digital voucher that they can redeem for an Ouya game of their choice, or to go towards a credit for a more expensive Ouya game of their choice, or so that they can stockpile it like greedy little
OUYAns.
yeah, whatever you guys want to do, it's cool with me. So I'm going to do this a little bit different, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the first person that emails me, and I'll give you the email address and what you have to put in the subject line to win this. So it'll be the first person that emails me gets the code. And I'm going to do it this way probably from now on because I just had a thought the other day, which is we've probably given away maybe total like $50 to $100 worth of Ouya codes in our 40-something episodes.
Right.
And we never truly know, other than like the one or two times when somebody says, hey, I got the code, whether or not these things are being redeemed. So like, we could just be putting these codes out there and nobody ever gets them. So I would like to know at least somebody is actually wanting the code. So to that end, what you're going to do is send an email to ouyabrew@gmail.com. I have two accounts, but we're going to use the Gmail one since I'm on it right now. ouyabrew@gmail.com with the subject line of pink horses. That's what you're going to say. So you say pink horses, send me that email. First person that pops in my box gets the code for a $5 digital voucher. And we'll see. We'll see if anybody's listening out there, if anybody wants this code. Or maybe on the replay. Who knows? I'll let you know as soon as somebody pops in there.
We got two live viewers, so they're probably sending you email right as we speak.
That's me. That's
Oh,
me
that's
and
you.
you.
Oh yeah, no, nobody listens to this live anymore.
I'll tell you, man, they really well, and that's the thing about the Christmas season, and that's why I had to be, I was gone for like those last 2 weeks, is because there's just as you get later in the holiday season, your time just becomes more and more scarce because you got not only do you have your work obligations, but you have your family obligations as well.
Right.
So that's kind of it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
But
we definitely because this holiday season is real busy. I know Ouya is probably busy, and we gotta work on getting them on the show again, maybe for the beginning of the year. Let us know what's going on in this upcoming 2015 year, like Ouya 2 and stuff, you know?
uh-huh. Or you can just do like Windows did, and you can just completely skip a whole version. Like they're going
Oh,
from Windows 8 to Windows 10. You could just skip Ouya 2 and just go straight to Ouya 3.
that sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea.
I come up
But
with those every once in a while.
but so recently I got a Pebble watch that's compatible with iPhone and Android. I'm not too sure if anybody's familiar with that.
How do you
Pebble
like
was
that? Because I just recommended that as a gift for somebody.
it's not too bad. I just got it the other day for $80 on at Best Buy, and I just had it for a couple of days, and I really like it. It's pretty neat. Instead of pulling my phone out of my pocket, I can just glance on my watch to see who texts me, who's calling, see what time it is. So I just recently created a watch face with the Ouya logo on it. So if you have a Pebble, you can go and download that and just search for Ouya. And I think I'll probably tweet about it also. I
Yeah,
have
let's
a
post that in the YouTube video as well.
let's see if I
Uh, yeah, of
yeah
course we can, man.
yeah
We
we
got
can.
the technology.
Oh, you're gonna no, I could do it on the for the live viewers. Which let's see, copy link, and then I go over here and showcase, paste.
Are you putting in the YouTube video?
Uh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Uh,
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a noob.
I'll put it in the YouTube video because I'm there. So we'll say Pebble face clock face. That's what we're gonna put. Clock face. Uh, uh,
Oh, here it is.
Post. Yeah. Now people are gonna be on that video without hearing the OUYACast, and they're gonna be like, "What the heck is he talking about?"
But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like it, and just made a quick little thing for it. Show my Ouya support.
That's right.
So you know what? If there's any Ouyians out there with a Pebble, if you tweet at me with a picture of you in the face, the watch face, I will give you a $5 Ouya credit.
See, we're all about giving on this program. All about it.
So
Speaking of which, nobody has yet to email me. See, this is why I don't like giving codes out because I don't know. But somebody's going to listen to it on the repeat and get back to me. I know they will, probably before the day's out. I'm sure. I'm sure there's going to be a few listeners that are, because that's the thing is people always tell us that they listen to it, but it's usually after the fact. Also brings me to another point. I cannot for the life of me. Every week I think to myself, this is the week when I got to catch up on uploading all the OUYAcasts to OUYAbrew.com, and then every week I just completely forget about it. I need, and maybe somebody out there can help me, I need a way to link directly to the YouTube OUYAcast like playlist, and I guess I could just link straight to, like where it links. But what I would like is like an embedded player. I think that would be awesome. So I wonder if there's a way to do that.
Mm, I think there is.
I'll have to look into that.
Because don't you have a page that has the episodes in order? Can't you just have like
Yeah,
a playlist up top with the videos?
I thought so. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just when I was building out that page, I just needed to get something up there, and
Right.
it's just not really maintainable. It's just very kind of like it breaks it down into like 10 episode increments, and the problem with uploading them is it's such a process because literally in order to get the MP3 of the OUYAcast on the site, you have to you have to download it, or at least this is how I do it. I download it from the Ouya cast on YouTube. I convert it to an MP3 file. Then you have to get the before and after audio of the fade in and fade out to
Right.
edit the file. Then you have to export it back out. Then you have to upload it to the website. It's just like it's just such a process that it becomes to where you don't even want to do it. And then 10 extra episodes go by, and it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But then again, maybe I could just not be lazy. That might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always that option.
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning of the OUYAcast, I was always right on it that same night trying to get it out, but it's just been so hard. So, oh, I just got to do it. I got I got episodes to catch up on to
Well,
put up posts.
and like I said, with the holidays coming up, especially, like your time just gets so stretched that it's just kind of like, eh,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this right now. But hey, man, we should make time because Ouya is important. Speaking of, we're gonna do. But we got about let's see here. Let's just check.
Like
We're
50.
at 36 minutes. We got about 10 more minutes worth of this. So what I'd like to do is a segment we've done in the past, which is respond on our show to questions on the Ouya Reddit or the Ouya subreddit. So for that, you go to reddit.com/r/Ouya. You ever been to that to the Reddit page?
I've created an account. I don't think I've ever been on it, to tell you the truth.
So I like to do this just because I don't. I don't log into Reddit a lot and conversate with people. Not because I don't want to, but again, it's just a time issue. I don't really have a lot of time. I mean, when I'm at work, I barely have any free time there, so I can't do it while I'm at work. And then when I'm at home, taking care of all the home stuff. So, uh, okay, so here is, let's just take a look at the first couple of things on the subreddit for Ouya. Just picked up an Ouya from eBay and I have issues. Well, your first issue is that you picked it up from eBay. All right. It only turns on once in a while. I'm getting a replacement power supply. Is this a common issue? The seller didn't tell me it has issues. He said his father cleaned the mechanism and it worked. Okay. Well, my man, let me tell you what your problem is. You bought it off of a guy on eBay whose father cleaned the mechanism. Oh, sorry, dude.
Oh
Hey,
man.
look. Let's just take a second to see how much a brand new Ouya is here. Okay. Go ahead. While I'm looking this up, go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Sorry.
I was gonna recommend if anybody were ever to pick up a Ouya that's been used, um, I would recommend Eldon had told me about it doing like a flash, and we talked about it last episode, where you can actually flash a zip of the OTA that's like almost like a factory reset.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do it yourself, even I would feel more comfortable doing it myself, just to know that it's clean. It's nothing, no viruses on it or any malware or anything that could be corrupted by whoever sold it to you. Because I mean, there's some people that are legit, and there's some people that are just trolls, you know. So
Hmm.
that's what I would recommend.
So if I go to Google and I type in Ouya and I click on the shopping tab, the looks like the only one that comes up, which is kind of weird. Uh, from eworldbest.com, you can get an Ouya for $59.99 plus $15 shipping, which that's about what you're going to pay for an Ouya. They're just padding the shipping cost to cover the rest of the Ouya, but you can pick up one in Target, I think, is usually going to be your best bet. It's going to be about the same price, about $80. So unless it was like a killer deal where they're selling it to you for a song, I would not trust anybody on eBay unless it says specifically in there that it's factory sealed, brand new.
I'm looking right now on on Target.com. They're currently out of stock online, but if you search for local store, and it's going for 89.99.
Hmm.
If you find a store in your area and you put in your zip code, I'm looking at a couple stores. The closest one to me has them in stock. The next closest one is out of stock. So it's in stock. You just got to go get
There
them.
you go.
I mean, for 89.99, that's a perfect holiday gift. It's not too expensive. It comes
Oh
with a
yeah.
controller. And I believe Ouya has some sales on their website. If you go to shop.ouya.com, see
If
what they
nothing
have.
else, you can see that awesome picture of Bob Mills with that hoodie on.
I definitely want to get one of those.
The
What?
Oh, it's not .com, it's
Yeah,
.tv.
duh. I knew that.
I was like
.tv.
following your instructions. See here.
Shop.ouya.tv. And they
Good
are actually
lord.
sold out on their website.
Huh. And that's something.
Wow. So Ouya is popular. They need to come out with Ouya too so they can be sold out too, right?
Maybe that's why they're sold out. They're not going to restock them because they're not selling it anymore. That's what it is. See?
Oh, we solved the mystery. All right,
Again,
that's a news headline.
for the fourth time.
That's a new headline. I'm gonna post that on Twitter. Ouya is sold out. Oh,
And we know why.
they're sold out on Amazon too.
Yeah.
Amazon's not selling anymore. You have to buy one from like a third party on Amazon, and
Hmm.
they're going for like $150.
Man, we're gonna start like our own like Ouya tabloid where we just come up with all the fake rumors and
We
things
got
about Ouya.
we got to do something, man.
Yeah. Ju- Ju- Julie Ehrman on her deathbed with her last dying breath, and let's see,
Oh
what's
man,
another good one? Bob Mills is really an alien,
he's
and
from Mars.
that's right. Tim Grotman and Jared Yeager run an underground secret society, or no, a fight club. Let's do a fight club. That's better.
Yeah.
See, I
Wow.
got I got ideas for days, man.
We're starting too many rumors in this episode.
All right, well then let's move on to one. Looks like I got time for one more question on here. So he says, just got an Ouya and I have some questions. So I heard about it when it was just a Kickstarter project, but never really had the extra cash to buy it. However, I just got it for my birthday. Anyway, I love emulators a lot. I don't need info about where to get ROMs, but I don't understand how the emulators work. It sounds like I just download them on my computer and put in a USB stick and then load it to the Ouya. I tried looking up information on the emulators, and it looks like there are multiple emulators for a single console. How do the emulators differ from one another? That's actually a really good question. I know partially the answer to that. Do you want to take this one, though? If you
Um,
don't, I can take it.
I'll let you handle that one.
So, the emulators, sorry, I had to wet my whistle there because I talked too much. The emulators The reason that there are multiples is obviously because multiple people made different emulators. They differ um, slightly based on design. I know, especially for like MAME emulators, there's only certain type of ROMs that can be loaded depending on what version of MAME you're using. There's other differences like the nostalgia one. I don't even think is an emulator. I think it's like a host emulator where you have to actually have the other emulators installed, and it's just kind of like an overall emulator that launches them separately. So there's some that are pay, there's some that are free. You know, some it could just be the controller support, it could be the amount of features that they have on it. Uh, but at the end of the day, there's really not a whole lot of difference. I mean, you know, you're talking about, you know, purple versus, you know, lavender in color. I mean, it's the same thing pretty much. So really, just try them all out and see what works for you. And as far as loading the games on there, it is pretty much exactly like he said there. You know, you get a USB stick, you put some ROMs on it that you can find by doing the simplest of Google searches, and you put them in a folder and basically just load them from the emulator. You point to that folder and you load them. Some emulators, they want you to have them in a certain path, like their specific path, because it's hard coded that way. So just a little bit of trial and error if you don't see them, or if you don't have the option to load them into the directory where you would like them to be, then load them into whatever directory that that particular emulator has set up, and that should kick it off for you. And then, of course, you turned your $69 or $79 Ouya into a complete and total retro gaming machine. So can't go wrong there.
Right. Um, I'm kind of confused right now. I'm looking at XBMC's Twitter page, and they have Cody on there. What's Cody? Is Cody just a new branding for XBMC?
Let me see. But you can also load XBMC as an emulator on there. Kodi.tv. Interesting.
I know that they just came out with like a new logo. I don't know if it's. I guess it's. I don't know. Because I know Cody was an entertainment center, like a like its own. I think they might have hardware. I don't know. Or it might be just similar to XBMC, or it could be XBMC. I don't know.
XBMC is getting a new name, introducing Kodi 14. What does this say? Let's read it really quick.
Is that on their website?
Here. It's on Kodi.tv. That's KODI.tv/introducing dash Kodi dash 14. We're excited to announce that the Media Center software we've all loved for so many years will have a new name starting with version 14. Instead of XBMC 14, we'd like to introduce you to Kodi 14. Since 2002, the software, there's like a lot of stuff on here. Let's see. Beyond the nonsensical nature of the software name, there's a secondary issue because XBMC was originally based on the name Xbox. The developers for the software have never had any shortage of legal concerns. Blah, blah, blah. So they're basically just...
Yeah, right here, Kodi, formerly known as XBMC's award-winning free and open source software media player and entertainment hub. Okay. So,
interesting. I wonder if that's going to change on the Ouya.
Well, I picked this up because Ouya just retweeted this post that they had posted on Twitter talking about can't have enough different devices running Kodi during the day. Look forward to a full release. Excited. And it looks
awesome.
like they have Ouya on there, Raspberry Pi, ADT1, which I think that is ADT1. Is that the that one box that's supposed to have Ouya everywhere?
Yeah, I think it is. I know what you're talking about.
Hmm. So
Oh
that's
no,
cool.
that's Android TV, isn't it? Or no, I
No.
don't know. Anywho,
Oh, that's cool. So okay, XBMC's got just a new name. Okay, I was confused for a minute there, but we
it
figured it
happens,
out.
man.
Yeah.
So before you take us on home, just a quick reminder that nobody yet has claimed that $5 Ouya token. So remember, email ouyabrew@gmail.com with the subject line pink horses or pink horse. I'll take either one because I forget what I said earlier. But pink horse, pink horses. And if you're the first one, you get a $5 Ouya code. So, it's as easy as that, man. I mean, it's an email. Come on.
Awesome.
Give it. I'm trying to give away some money here, dang it. Come on, people. Let me be jolly. All right, man. Take us on home.
Well, that's it for this week. Uh, Stay tuned next week because next week we might have some more giveaways, and next week will be our last podcast for the month of December and for the rest of the year. We'll be back next week for the final OUYACast of 2014. You can contact us on Twitter at Ouya Central TV and at Ouya Brew. Same time, same place next week. Bye-bye. Bye, Steve.
Bye.